But a jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only... Get back to the 16-yard line.
Check nickel. Check 31, check 30, check up.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room. run.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Walk 54.
First down, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quran Williams, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Check 21.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here we go.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
White.
2nd and 6.
On second down, a run with Breida. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. 6-0 our score after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 46. Back. Watch twitch. We're going to 54. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards. On first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's get this ball back.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. 180! Heavy on the edges. 36.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the eye.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. Like 20.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, 48. Here we go. Check three, check three, check three.
Here's Breida. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now it's Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 10-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. 13, 13. 48. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go.
In your face.
Check safety, check safety. 21, 21. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Come on, boy. 11, 11. You better be ready.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in after 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
54 miles. All right, here we go. Let's go, P. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 52.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. CD with that incompletion. Let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This is Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 22 yards there, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Forbath for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Niners 14, Cowboys 13.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 28-yard line.
SOS. Check 4.
They run again with Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check 13. Check 13.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Move. We got 4. 49. Check 49.
26.
Prescott yet again. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Keep it up. Switch.
We're going to 54. Why?
Check.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Wait,
Check 48's the mark. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
Go.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mostert. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 3, check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, hunt.
They run for it with Breida. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Check.
Now Mostert. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Now Garoppolo. On the move to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.